What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the show. How's everybody doing this fine evening? My eye is itching like a motherfucker, but we are ready, which means either somebody's how does that old saying go, Heather? If your ear itches, somebody's talking about you. If your
nose itches, you are going to get into a fight. If your ear is ringing, somebody's talking about you. I don't remember what the eye itching is.
Okay, well, whatever. Either way, whoever's talking about me, you're getting me views, whatever. Anyway, so how's everybody doing out there in the wonderful land of YouTube? Joining me tonight are Bobbit, Trexter, Ronnie, and Johnny. He just couldn't stay away. He just couldn't stay away.
You missed all the fun yesterday.
I missed you guys.
So, how's everybody doing tonight?
I'm doing good.
Good.
How about everybody else?
I'm happy.
Good.
I am happy and I'm ready for SmackDown.
Yeah.
You're ready for Asuka.
Yeah, well, that's not what the show is. It's not all about Asuka, goddammit. Jesus Christ.
Yes, it is, damn
No,
it.
it's not. But anyway, so since Johnny is here with us, what did you think of the show last night? You said you caught bits and pieces of it. Go ahead.
Because honestly, I actually sat down, went back, and watched it for the first time since I stopped watching.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very skeptical. But I did like what I seen. So we'll wait and see. That's my honest opinion. I like the fact that Elias kind of got his comeuppance.
Yeah.
Or he got his revenge a little bit, and Finn Balor and Drew. That dynamic with Finn, Drew, and Dolph is a really good feud.
Yes.
It is a good feud. So I enjoyed that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of still on the Seth and Dean thing. But I was kind of shocked to see Tyler Breeze. I mean, it was a night where I was like, okay, this is very interesting.
Right. Well, I mean, and if the way I explained it, and Johnny, please, if I am speaking over myself here, which I don't think I am, and I said this last night, you're not going to see, everybody's like, well, this show sucked because they didn't fucking give us what we wanted. You got to give it time. You can't have, boom, just like that, you're going to have a fucking 5-star show every fucking time. Right. You have got to give it time to progress. Now, like I said, give it till Royal Rumble. There's going to be little changes here and there that are going to make the show a little better. Who knows? If they don't make changes, then by all means, shit on the show. And the only way to really shit on the show is stop watching it. Because the more you talk about it, the more WWE is going to continue to do it. And I mean, that's the way I look at it. You can say that it was bad, but don't just say the show was shit. Tell me what was shit about it. Or say what was shit about it. Because by you just saying, well, this show was shit, and then ending it like that, what was shit? The whole thing? Bits and pieces? A segment there, a segment here? What? So, am I speaking in terms of what we should be doing now with this change?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to give it a chance. It's going to be subtle changes. Not everything's going to change all at once. Because if that's the case, then boy, you are in for a long ride. You're not going to see any change. If you're expecting a change right away, you're not going to see a change at all. Watch for little nuances that make the Asuka winning the title is a change.
Well, I think we need to do like we did with TLC. Just go in with the low expectation and see what they do. And then when something does major happen or something is progressing in a gradual build, then we'll be pleasantly surprised.
Well, I don't even think anything major has to happen. Just a little nuance changes. Because if you, like I said, if you have they have to end their feuds. They ended one of the worst feuds or storylines that they have had in 2018, and that was the Baron Corbin storyline. Because that storyline was complete shit. That was one of the major problems with Raw. They got rid of it. Now, progressing from there. Now, I know that they had their spoilers last night. I'm not going to go into the spoilers. Whatever. But
we got little teasers last night. We got call-ups that are expected. We've got some storylines that are progressing with the women, with that match. Right. And then with, like Johnny said, with Ziggler, Finn, and McIntyre. So they're on the track. Let's just hopefully they continue on it.
Let's hope they don't go off the rails. Yeah, I mean, it was an okay show. It wasn't great. It wasn't good. It was okay. I'm not going to sit here and give it this oh my God moment. It's not an epiphany moment either. It just little subtle things that they changed about the show that said to me, okay, maybe they are really gonna change with the times. We'll see. They gave us mostly wrestling last night, which I have been asking for. There's been really the storylines, they're just starting. Now the like Johnny said, what I'm really liking is some of the storylines that they got going. The Drew McIntyre, Dolph Ziggler, and Finn Balor feud dynamic is actually an interesting one. Because there's really no... What is Dolph? He's either a heel or he's a face. I think he's just Dolph. I don't think he's a heel or he's a face. There's Drew McIntyre is the heel, Finn Balor is the face. And Dolph Ziggler gives that dynamic that he wants to beat the hell out of both of them. But he doesn't like either of them, which I don't mind. I don't think that Dolph Ziggler is that Stone Cold Steve Austin character. He's not going to be, but he's just... You can't have... It don't make sense to have, you know, two heels or... Well, it does make sense to have two heels against one face, but you know where I'm going with this. So yeah.
Right. They need to also get away from the humor, the juvenile humor too, and focus more on the storylines and the wrestling, which pretty much what they did last night. I mean, you had some funny moments with the four of them out there. With Baron Corbin, with the McMahons, but then after that, like you said, we had the wrestling, we had the progression of storylines. We didn't have that Drake Maverick juvenile humor and stuff like that. And I don't know what we'll get tonight with the New Day, but
well, that's not going to change. New Day, they aren't going to change the New Day, never, because they're their moneymaker. I just wish they would change the way who they're pushing to titles on the tag team division. What about Sanity? Maybe they might start pushing Sanity. I don't know. We'll see. But let's not jump to conclusions and say, oh my God, they didn't fucking change a goddamn thing. This did nothing for me. If you're going to go into it negatively, then nothing's going to change in your eyes. It's always going to be shit. So yeah, so my daughter just spit up all over the place, and Heather didn't catch it. My daughter just laughed at her. But
I caught it before she got it all over her clothing.
Well, I know, but it was just a. But so yeah. Other than that, we're just waiting for the show to start. Does anybody have anything? Bobbin, did you say to me that the McMahons are going to be on SmackDown?
As far as I know, yes.
Okay, so what that's telling me is that they're going to address the general manager position on SmackDown. What does that mean? I don't know. Does it matter if they don't have a GM? Paige has done a good job. She has nothing. If they do dismantle the GM position, they dismantle the GM position. Who cares? That doesn't mean that they're going to get rid of Paige. She just won't be an on-screen person anymore. She'll probably be moved to a producer-like type role. Now, has she done a great job? Yes. It could be one of two things or one of three things. They might hire her as GM of fucking WWE for both shows. Because they're kind of not going away from the brand split, but they did away with the commissioner positions, if that makes sense. And there's a lot of people out there saying, well, this just means more management. Well, somebody has to be in control of the shows. So why not just have... And Triple H is going to be there. This is what everybody fucking wanted. Triple H is going to have a little creative control. This is telling me that Vince is going to kind of not control everything. But we'll see. We'll see what they do. And people are jumping to conclusions with this, that, and the other thing, and it's just like, it's content some certain content creator shitting all over the fucking show, and I'm not talking about anyone in particular. They're shitting on the show because if they do change, they ain't gonna have the content that they've had. They're not going to be able to shit all over the show. That's what I think. And I think Johnny knows who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Because he's reaching. And you know who I'm talking about now. He's reaching.
Mm-hmm.
Because if they do change, he's not going to have anything to shit on anymore. Especially if they change the way that I think they're going to change. But, that being said, we'll see. We'll see. I don't think WWE is trolling us. Hey! Holy shit.
Oh, Lordy.
This fucking kid, man.
Oh, Lordy.
Finally, shout out to Gina.
Right.
Wendy!
Your due diligence.
Well, Notorious, he can't see the chat, so.
Who?
You.
I can't see the chat.
That's what I said.
Well, did somebody ask a question?
No, Notorious out there said JP never said hey to me. Well, he can't see the chat,
Well, I said hey to everybody. So, hey. Sorry, man. I didn't feel like I don't need to see the chat. Not unless Heather's watching the chat. If there's a question, she'll fucking or
provided I'm not taking care of the baby, and you know there are other mods in the chat that can sit there that are on the call and could speak up.
yeah, well,
Yeah, correct.
yeah, Bobbit.
And to Ryan's comment, no, then we're not going to see any changes next week because they did the taping. It's actually going to be a tape show,
Well,
which they did their live show, and then of course these poor wrestlers had to do another 3 hours right after that. So 6 hours of them competing last night.
Now, keep in mind, it's probably going to be a boring show because the fans, take the fans out of it. If the fans are booing and sitting there, it's because they've been sitting there for 6.5, 7 fucking hours. You know, you have to keep that in mind. You can't just because take the fans out of it and take what you get out of watching them wrestle. Don't give a shit what the fans think, because ultimately they're going to get bored with it. So, and ultimately it's a taped show. They aren't going to really give anything away that's that big, because they still have ultimately. There's going to be little subtle changes. If they're going to change, we'll see. But that being said, I mean, I don't know. I know what the spoilers are, but I'm not going to give any of them away. If you want to find out what they are,
Look them up yourself.
go look them up.
Don't post them in the chat. Please.
Yeah, the only thing I saw were like pictures.
Yeah, don't post anything in the chat either.
Yeah. I just saw it was just not as filled in the audience as it was when the live show was going. That's the only thing I saw.
Right.
But like you said, I mean, almost 6 hours of sitting there. It's like after having a pay-per-view, which was 4.5 hours.
Yeah, well, I mean, that wasn't in the same city, though.
No, but I mean, with people that travel and stuff like that, I mean, that's just some long, long days. And
No,
if you're
that's true.
competing.
That's true. But, I mean, excuse me, we'll see what we get tonight. I know that Asuka is the new SmackDown Women's Champion. We'll see where it goes, what we get with that. Daniel Bryan, and I'm going to do a shout out to Gina. She posed a very interesting way to get a #1 contender, have a tournament. Will they do that? I doubt it, but it would make sense. It would be one of those things that would be a good change. I know Vince don't like tournaments, but if Vince is serious about fucking letting the fans, giving the fans what they want, a tournament would not be a bad idea.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see what they do. We will see what they do. And I would have invited Gina tonight, but the simple fact is she has to watch Raw, or the show's on her computer because her Roku is broke. So, yeah. I don't know. There's really no news out there that changes anything. I know on the Ring of Honor circuit that the Elite said goodbye. What does that mean? I don't fucking know. Nothing? They just aren't going to be in Ring of Honor anymore? Because they're still signed with New Japan. So...
Well, Trek and I were talking too last night after the show. Is Lucha Underground, whether that comes back or not? That was another one that was iffy.
I stopped watching that show because #1, I don't get that channel anymore, and #2, it wasn't good anymore. There's really nothing good about it.
I don't see them getting re-signed for another season.
I mean, they had Jack Swagger is their champion right now, I think.
Yep.
And I can't remember what his name is.
Oh, I just heard the other day too.
Yeah, I know, me too.
Oh,
What?
oh my God.
No, that's not his name.
No.
That's more God.
Fucking Dr. Earl's gonna be happy tonight. There's a cops marathon on WGN.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez.
Bad boys, what you gonna do?
Me and Heather have been watching Investigation Discovery.
Like binge watching.
Binge watching it. There's some good documentaries on there. But
People on Twitter are funny.
Ryan
Jake
Ross,
Strong.
Jake Strong.
people on Twitter are funny.
Ryan says Jake Strong was his name.
Jake Strong. There you go. Okay. So yeah.
Thank you, Ryan.
Yeah, thank you, Ryan.
Thanks, Ryan.
Anybody else want to thank Ryan? I mean, for fuck's sake.
Thanks,
Bob,
Ron.
TSS, I don't think Unsolved Mysteries is coming back, unfortunately.
Yeah. The Investigation Discovery is the way to go if you want to get unsolved mysteries that actually become solved. But they have cold case files on there that, they're still solving them, but they're solving them
Years after the fact.
Yeah, but they're doing it in a series, which is kind of pretty cool.
Like the latest series they have going on right now, which I'm kind of hooked on, is Deadly Legacy. It's finding out the identity of the last remaining 8 victims from
John Wayne Gacy.
I would say something, but I'm not.
Go ahead, say something. What are you gonna say?
John Wayne Gacy, aka Tommy SC 2010.
No, because I don't think Tommy is that smart.
Oh.
Touche.
Kind of like somebody else on Twitter. It's just so funny. Sorry, I behave.
Well, it's fine. So I'm trying to think of stuff that happened last night that. I mean, we're getting a revival next week. That's one change. Everybody's like, well, what changed? Well, the revival are getting a shot at the tag team titles. That's one thing everybody was flipping their shit about. And people then, they win their shot at the titles, and then everybody shits on it. What do you want? What is it that you want? If nothing's going to make you happy, then it's never going to get better. And I have a real issue with that.
I mean, not to mention, you want them to sit there and turn around and just end every single storyline they have like that.
And then the show is fucking even more boring.
It becomes hectic because now they're scrambling to give you a show and entertain you for the evening.
And then they got to catch up again because they have to start all fresh again. It's 6 weeks to the Rumble. They're kind of doing a reset. So, give it time, people. Give it time.
I'm pretty happy.
I didn't say you weren't. Did I say, Bobbit, you weren't happy? No. It's not what I meant.
I know. I'm just stating fact.
And we're also getting Ronda and Natty.
Yeah.
The gauntlet.
They're trying. I think WWE's trying to right some wrongs. And yeah, tell me about it.
Also, I don't know if anybody in the chat knows this, but Lucha House Party Rules is now banned in the WWE.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now the question is the New Day's Freebird rule also banned?
I don't think they'll get rid of that.
I don't think so either.
That's different. That's different. The Lucha House Party rules is a 3-on-2, which it makes no sense. Because you can't have a 3-on-2 tag team title match.
How you doing, Sarah?
What's up, Sarah?
Yep, we heard about that, Ryan, that rematch clauses are out the window now.
Yep. So I don't think Charlotte or Becky, they're going to have to earn their shot again.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm okay with that. I think the 30-day...
Wait.
Hold on. Let me finish. The 30-day title defense clause is out the fucking window, too, like I said last week. I think we can just throw that right out the fucking window. That's kind of a null and void thing now.
Yeah, that only applied to certain people anyway.
Well, I think they did away with it at that point, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
What, Bobbit?
Why did they get rid of the rematch clause?
Last night. You need to
Did
pay
you not hear
attention.
Shane?
Did you not hear Shane?
He sat there and said it was antiquated.
Yeah, which means it doesn't exist anymore.
Well, fuck me, 6 ways a Sunday
They
then.
put a poll up about .com too, and the poll 65% to 35%, so that poll pretty much just spelled it out too.
Okay, so say that again, Trek.
They put up a poll on WWE.com even asking people, would you like the rematch clause to stay or would you not want to? And even if it is skewed by WWE, it was pretty overwhelming. 65% said get rid of it, 35% said keep it.
Well, there you go. So there you go. So if they're not serious about this change,
They wouldn't have listened to that poll.
they wouldn't have listened to that poll. As far as what they're going to do with Paige, again, we'll see. We'll see. Do I think that they're going to get rid of Paige? No, I think they're going to get a new general manager on Raw. I don't think they're going to get rid of Paige. If they are, they should address it tonight because she did put a tweet out there. And we'll see. We will
Well,
see.
like you said, they could always make her both brands GMs and just go with that.
Yeah, but then that kind of might as well, they might as well do away with the brand split. Then. And then why even have a GM?
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Right. No, I see what you
I'm
mean.
working on it, lady.
Oh, give me a second. I'm going to go grab the little girl. Hey!
So everyone, we were talking about Unsolved Mysteries earlier. I just looked it up. They are shopping the revival around to Netflix, but I don't know because it's all on Hulu right now anyways. So they're trying to see, but that show has a way of coming back from the dead every 5 years or so.
Impatient little lady.
2 more minutes, guys.
Keep talking.
If anybody's interested, John Cena will be on Kimmel tonight promoting his Bumblebee movie. So anybody out in the chat, just to let you know.
Well, there's also rumors that he's going to be in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Who cares?
Who cares?
So we'll see what happens.
Who cares? Who cares? Nobody cares, Trek. Especially about Marvel. Well, I don't care. Just saying.
Have fun, Sarah.
I
Be
would
safe.
guess-
He's going to the Colts game this weekend.
Who?
Sarah.
Who cares? I don't care.
I'll care about Marvel after SmackDown. 'Cause SmackDown's coming on in 1 minute, and I got to see the new champion. You know, Just-
Who cares about fucking Marvel?
I do, but I'll wait till after SmackDown, then I'll care.
You've got a show to do after fucking SmackDown's over. Bobbit. Bobbit! Don't ignore me, motherfucker.
Yes, Mr. Colbone.
And to Notorious in the chat, it can't be fake. There's government rules saying if you mess with the game show, that's pretty much illegal.
All right, hold on.
What a Biggie eating.
You're eating fucking cookies.
I don't think that's a cookie. I think it's snatched like fucking pork chop.
So
There we go.
whatever they
So
have.
basically, she's still GM.
No.
Well, he just said she's not going anywhere.
Oh, did he? Okay. It didn't sound. It sounded like former general manager. Here comes Becky. She's gonna be wah wah wah. She took my again. I got screwed over. Wah wah wah.
Asuka looks so good with the belt.
How did you see her? She was so short, standing
Right
up
out
tall.
front.
Bobbit.
Trust me, I could find Asuka.
Well, I'm sure.
She doesn't even need to address that she got screwed over. She needs to address Ronda Rousey.
Yes.
I don't even want to hear her saying that she didn't get screwed over. But I want her to address Ronda Rousey. I don't want her addressing Asuka. No, you're not. You think you are.
All the others are in the back listening to some corporate nonsense speech, but I don't really do meetings very well. I'm out here with the people because this is where the real business is conducted. Now, the only thing I want from the McMahon family is to deliver me the Raw Women's Champion, Ronda Rousey.
Thank you.
listen up and you listen up good. When I stepped into your business, I faced you down. Made you tap out in your own dressing room. Left you laying in your own ring. At TLC, you cost me my title, and you didn't even have the decency to fight me. You pushed over my ladder when I was inches away from victory. Yeah. Well, Wani, I have worked way too hard for way too long to be all I can be, to let some rowdy Piper cosplayer take it all away from me.
Damn!
That's pretty good promo. And I did. See, that I don't mind. She addressed the issue. She didn't address the champion. She addressed the issue, which was Ronda Rousey. She's the one that cost her. She didn't bitch, whine, piss, and moan. I like that.
Oh,
And what I mean by that is, don't poor pity me. I fucking got screwed over.
something I wanted to do.
Cody's saying they did say former.
Hold on,
champion.
track. Go ahead, Johnny.
All right.
Now you guys do what you want as far as this, but I know he might be watching.
Yeah.
Just want to say to White Society, we're good.
Actually, you know what? I'll
Okay.
choose it for you. Take number 2. And stay
No hard feelings.
I know he
and-
is watching it because he's DMing me during the shows.
Well, for me to him, it's all good, man. It's water under the bridge, and as far as I'm concerned, you're okay.
That may be so,
He's
but the days
been okay with me, but
are then, now, and forever.
and I appreciate that, Johnny. I'm sure he does too.
While we're talking, let's be real. You know, the odds are, had Ronda not been there, I would have become the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-time women's champion.
Yeah, it wasn't gonna be Becky that was gonna win that title someday. You see, look at the pop. Listen to the pop she's getting.
Only one woman wears the crown on SmackDown Live, and it's Asuka.
See you later, Bobby.
I can't even see Bobbit. Bobbit's missing it.
Poor Bobbit.
I think he'd have that spidey sense, knowing that when she appears.
No, she didn't.
Yeah.
It's just different color.
It's a change.
Bobbit. Mm-hmm. She changed her mask too.
Is it all sparkly and stuff?
Yes. Trackster.
Yeah. She added that TLC too.
I wasn't paying attention. Like I said, I don't pay attention to entrances anymore.
Okay. Yeah.
You should be thanking Ronda, Asuka. You never beat or me. You're paper champion, Asuka. You're paper champion. You never beat.
Oh my God.
Oh, I've owned you for months. Shut your mouth.
Oh, here comes Vince.
Oh boy. Will someone to bring order to this situation?
It's kind of sad that he's getting a bigger pop than all 3 of them got.
He's.
Well, I mean,
It's Vince McMahon.
It's Vince McMahon. What can you expect?
He's always going to get that reaction.
Yeah.
We talked about that on Thursday, Heather.
Where is the hot dog? Really?
The WWE, don't you fucking do it. Don't make me have to start watching you again, fucks.
Settle down, Johnny. Yeah, Vince hates fucking foreigners. Come on.
Becky, this is conduct so unbecoming. Individual, you what? Why are you angry? What? You think someone owes you something?
There we go.
Here making excuses for yourself? You too, Charlotte. Making excuses? You competed in a TLC match, tables, ladders, and chairs, which means anything goes, which means anyone could be involved in that matchup, and they were. Name is
Hey,
Ronda
Coop.
Rousey, and she said that she was going to write the next chapter in both your careers.
And she did.
Get over it.
He is overacting with his
And
body,
take
though.
charge and do everything you can.
But he's speaking the truth.
Take it out Ronda Rousey. Asuka, playing behind Charlotte there. How would you like to defend your championship tonight?
It's not going to be against Becky or Charlotte. It's going to be against...
Is anyone ready for Asuka? Let's find out who it will be to take on Asuka here tonight.
It's Naomi.
Oh, wow. Near the game's opportunity, you know the entire SmackDown
I like it.
roster is looking for
If these two have never met.
two-time SmackDown Women's
I like it.
See?
Well, I just wanted to say, Charlotte, you had your opportunities. Becky, you were the man, but you don't have the title anymore. And I want it.
Let's see that one again. Let's have a match right now. Okay.
There you go.
We shall receive. It's going to be Naomi's lucky night. What a way to start things off. A fresh start for SmackDown Live. Becky and
And
Charlotte.
just to throw this out there, everything Vince McMahon said was truth. Becky is angry because she thinks she's owed something. Just because she lost the title doesn't mean she deserves another shot. So again, there goes that rematch clause right out the window. There you are, Bobbit. Welcome back. Where'd you go?
I had to put some stuff in the house.
Asuka's gonna have a match,
Against Naomi.
and she's gonna lose the title to Naomi.
Snorted.
I know I did. What happens? What happens if she
know if
does?
you're joking or not.
What happens if she does? Huh?
Could have really shook things up and moved Sarah Logan over, and then Sarah Logan could have gone against her.
Ronnie, stop. You did this last night too.
She's gonna win a title.
You're a troll. You're a troll. You're being
What
a
did he
troll
say?
right now.
You're gonna be pleasantly surprised when she does.
She ain't never. Yeah. Okay. And Johnny, Y Society said, and he is watching, he said, tell Johnny that I said thank you and that I am sorry again for all the problems that I may have caused.
Not that you made
Fair
up,
enough,
that you
man.
did call.
No worries.
He said all the trouble that he.
May have.
Jesus Christ, you're worse than fucking Becky Lynch. Good God. At least it's an apology. God damn.
You're not pregnant anymore. You're not allowed to get that grumpy.
Yeah.
No.
Well, considering I'm not pregnant anymore, it means I could PMS again.
Shit.
Oh no. Oh no. You know what that stands for?
Pretty much screwed.
No, well, you're close. You know what it actually stands for?
What's that?
Pack my shit. Heard that joke a long time ago. That PMS is not meant for. It's not meant for, it's not an acronym for women. It's for men, and that's the trigger word right there. When a woman says she's PMSing, he instantly thinks time to pack my shit.
Right.
What's up?
Sorry. Hang on.
Shinshu?
Who's having a reggae party?
I was waiting for Bobbitt to start dancing.
The fuck was that?
I'm catching up on SmackDown at the moment.
Sorry about that.
You should be, motherfucker. Just kidding.
Yeah, there's satellites.
The CEO, the chairman of WWE, Mr. McMahon, who would come up and challenge Asuka for the title? Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair taking the match here at ringside. John Phillips, Corey Graves, and David Otunga joining us here tonight on commentary.
Sounds good, Ryan. And I am in the chat for a hot minute. Okay.
Over a year-long pursuit to become champion, and David, finally get an opportunity like this, your first ever defense of your title, and this is the moment where you prove what you did at TLC. Oh, she's really got to prove herself. I mean, Naomi is a two-time SmackDown Women's Champion herself. They don't get any more difficult than this. And Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch are not too happy about this. Two women who stepped right up immediately, wanted opportunities after TLC, and then now won the title. Well, last night on Monday Night Raw, the McMahon family promised a new opportunity for the Raw Women's division. Tonight, SmackDown women receive a very similar opportunity. Last night, Natalya went through a grueling gauntlet match to earn the right to face Rowdy Ronda Rousey next Monday on Raw. And by the way, Tom, with the new regime, you might want to get the boss's title right. Probably not good for your career. CEO and chairman, excuse me, and then at the same time, Grace, your point, Shane McMahon said it last night. No more automatic rematches. Called them antiquated. Now Naomi missed there with the shot at Asuka, trying to control the challenger here at the outset. Both women thought about the drop kick and missed. They do match if Naomi were to knock off Asuka and Asuka's first title defense. What do you think that would mean for the SmackDown Women's Division? Oh, that would be huge. That would put everybody on notice that no champion is ever safe. We just might see that tonight, too. Naomi last held the SmackDown Women's title at SummerSlam last year, and in fact, Naomi's not had a
Give it up because she hurt her knee.
No, she won it. She lost it to Natalya.
Because I knew it, she had to give it up because she hurt
No,
her
remember
knee.
she won it back at WrestleMania.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, she had to give it up, and then she won it back at WrestleMania 34, and then lost it at SummerSlam to Natalya. I think that's right.
No, Notorious, we're not recording for next week. They are. WWE is.
Why in the hell would I'm not watching next week's show.
We're not even going to be live next week.
Yeah, next week we're not going to be live at all. Except for Wrestling Memories, but that's about it. Y'all enjoy your holidays, essentially, is what I'm saying.
Looks like a bag of Skittles in that ring with those outfits.
Yeah.
Woo.
Naomi. That is interesting.
You're that far behind just now knowing that Naomi. Oh, you actually. Never mind.
Fine.
What's so funny?
Ryan said taste the
Cena's
rainbow.
penis.
God damn it. What?
Trying to taste the rainbow in the chat.
I will. I got Skittles. Uh-oh.
Oh, and another commercial.
It's alright. We got picture-in-picture. And it's in a lull, which I don't mind. I actually went to a commercial during a dead spot. At least they're not going to commercials in the middle of important shit.
Right.
I will say this. Asuka's promo ability is getting better.
Oh, they're not allowing her to say shit.
Which is good.
You know?
Less is more.
You are correct. With Asuka and Shinsuke, you are correct. With Asuka and Shinsuke, you let the ring ability do the talking.
Exactly.
I mean, they did it in NXT.
I gotta say though, Asuka's side
Thank you,
plates are
David. You too, man.
nice.
Oh, Russian Chew, what's up, buddy?
What's up, Russian Chu?
What's up, Rue?
And bless you. Nobody got that. Oh my god.
No, I got it.
It was a dad joke. God damn it.
I did. David wished everyone a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Well, we got 2 more shows to go. It's not like
Oh, yeah.
and we will have a late Christmas present for you. We will be doing. We're gonna start putting. We need to start putting together them clips.
Yeah.
You're better at it than I am.
Heather said that like, God damn it, I gotta work now.
Well, it's not just me putting the clips together. I also need his help, so he needs to stay away from the PlayStation for a day.
I can sit over here, fucking PlayStationing it, and fucking. Oh, yep, there's one. There's a clip right there.
What's up, Marge?
I could use your guys' help. Go through shows and clip shit. All you gotta do is timestamp it in the comments, and we'll go through all the videos. And I will put. That's what I want to do. I want you guys to find your favorite clips, timestamp them, and we'll put them on the show.
Somebody get the one from WrestleMania.
It's already timestamped.
Yes.
Cody already timestamped it.
Timestamp the smoked sausages.
And the anal bead conversation.
That one was just last night. Because that conversation continued into last night.
And the Trek Pizza episode.
Yes.
Well, actually, there's been plenty of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, Trek, what are you eating tonight?
I already had macaroni and cheese, so I'm good.
So weird.
Don't forget to clip the explosion between me and Trek last night.
Oh god.
And danglers.
And danglers. That was 2 weeks ago.
And you falling out of your chair.
That one's clipped already. Drew clipped it.
Yeah. I need it for my computer, not for our computer, though.
It's in the comments.
Timestamp, yes. I still need to download that whole thing and clip it. Otherwise, I need to get that clip from Drew.
You can't do it yourself?
Did I not just say I would have to download the whole video to clip that one piece?
You can't just clip that one fucking segment?
Every video I'm gonna have to do that with, you realize.
Or just play it on YouTube. Have YouTube on one of the fucking windows. And we'll just do it that way. You see what I'm saying?
Merge, those are clipped too.
What's clipped?
Gator attacking your nuts.
That is true. Well, those are clipped on TSS's channel.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, TSS did that one. Those two.
I'd have to get TSS's permission to use those.
David said he already timestamped one with you, JP, hit Drew on the back of the head with a cookie sheet during Wrestling Memories back in April.
Okay. I'd have to ask Drew if I can use that. Because that's on his show.
Yeah.
Which I don't think he'd have mind with. I don't think he'd mind.
Notorious, that probably is Otunga, because I heard today Brian Saxon's very sick, so they're giving him some time off.
Appreciate it, man.
That was just ridiculous, Naomi.
Naomi nearly captured the SmackDown Women's Championship. Let's take one more look back. The rear view connects. Down goes Asuka. And a half a second longer, we would have a new champ. Now Naomi trying to figure out what it's going to take to put away Asuka here tonight. Naomi's got to be thinking to herself, what do I have left in my arsenal? What's it going to take to capture the title? Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair pondering the same thing.
Oh!
Gutsy performance thus far by Naomi. All the way down.
Nope, it's over. That was a good match. Now that was something new. Hey, Bob,
Yes.
you keep in mind she is going to lose the title someday.
I know. I just didn't want it to be now.
I'm going to troll you for like ever now. You do realize that, right?
I know.
And Bobbit, it's going to be Sarah Logan that does it.
It will be Carmella.
No, I honestly think it'll be Becky.
Well, if they're pushing Mandy Rose, it might end up being her.
I don't know about that.
Time will only tell.
Hi, Reddy. How you doing?
Excuse me. What?
Freddie's in the chat.
Who?
Freddie.
Oh.
Sir, I'm a worthy partner for your son. But I'm just asking for your blessing. You're asking for my blessing?
Oh my God.
I would really appreciate it. Blessings? What do you mean? Blessing? I don't do that. I tell you what. You can prove yourself. I'll come up with a team. Find a partner. But I find a partner. We'll do it right now. Do it right now. Absolutely do it right now. I think I'll find a partner too. You'll find a partner. Really fast. Okay, really fast. That's great. Sure, sir. I won't let you down. I mean, I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna be the best on roster. That was really fast. Understand why I want to. They also decided for this match that this is Ricky Styles with the new Daniel Bryan after their WWE title match at TLC.
They are doing Mustafa Ali and Andrade Cien Almas are going to have a feud.
For the past several weeks, Samoa Joe has tormented Jeff Hardy over Hardy's controversial
It's not really going to be an apology.
power. Samoa Joe claims he's turned over a new leaf. He plans to apologize.
Yeah, that's like Bray Wyatt's turned over a new leaf.
Austin and I were talking last night. We said, well, what if Samoa Joe comes out tonight with the Christmas, 12 Days of Christmas, but use Jeff Hardy's issues? How he did with AJ.
He's going to, and that's the storyline that they're doing, which I don't mind. They're bringing realism back to the storyline, to be honest.
Yeah, and that's what we were saying. We were thinking it would be like the Christmas book, like he did with the AJ book.
I don't know if he'll do that, but he'll do something to the effect where it's going to be realism. He's going to bring realism to the feud.
Well, he's done that since they had that get together for Hardy for the anniversary, and then they did the week after that where he was in the bar.
Yep.
Yeah, that's going to be the topic of conversation between those two.
Well, it'll be the topic of conversation for fucking Samoa Joe, but it'll be the topic of the feud, I think is what you're trying to say.
Well, yeah, I mean the feud, but I mean with them going back and forth, it's going to be Hardy rebutting whatever he's saying.
Right. So far, not so bad. Good first match. Again, there's more wrestling than there is acting, and that's all I can ask. There's no problem, nothing wrong with doing feuds or promos, but more wrestling leads to less exposure of poor promo ability.
David put a good moment in the chat.
Yeah.
That October 1st, Johnny broke the stream after Cody pissed him off and then became a mod.
When I tripped over the wire.
Oh, that was actually Heather tripping over the wire. It wasn't Johnny breaking the stream. If anything, Heather broke the stream, but we can go with that.
Actually, it wasn't like one of the first episodes that I was on with you guys. We were watching NXT Takeover, and we were live streaming. And when I think it was Aleister Black won the championship. That one I remember because I got so excited that I literally knocked out the power to my computer.
Yes.
I think I remember that.
I have to go back and look, but yes, probably.
That was, one of the takeovers we actually streamed.
I have to go back and look at that one. I'll have Heather and I will go back and look at that one, and that's the Aleister Black match, right? That'd be towards the end of the show, though.
Yeah.
So that one won't be hard to clip. Because you can go and find, like, there's a transcript, and you can find shit. So you don't actually have to watch the whole show.
Every Christmas is memorable. But a gift from Kay Jewelers makes it unforgettable.
An unforgettable moment for me, one of the unforgettable moments was the night that Johnny fucking left the Money in the Bank stream. It was not one of my favorite moments, but one of those moments that you went, oh my God. What the fuck is going on?
I got two moments that I like.
Yeah, what?
The midget stuff from WrestleMania and when Oscar won the belt.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, Bobbit. Jesus Christ. Well, actually, one of my other favorite moments is when the moment that fucking Oscar lost to Charlotte. And fucking Bobbit losing his complete shit.
I was going to say we could have when Oscar lost to Charlotte, and then Bobbit destroyed his room, and then what Bobbit acted like Sunday when she won.
Crying like a little schoolgirl.
Like a little baby.
Hey, it was worth it.
You know he jacked off like all hardcore that night.
Yeah, you can see he isn't denying it.
Well, somebody earlier in the chat was asking about Bobbit's socks, so I was kind of thinking that's what it was in reference to.
I don't even think he got a chance to use the sock. I think you just gave him another idea.
I don't want anything in those stockings hung from the chimney with care.
It's a recent moment, but I like when DJ Skinny Penis first showed up.
That was last week.
Yep.
Have you seen the way that she's feeling lately? He looks like Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh no.
Oh, here we go.
He may run fast, he may run far, but he's not going to run away from me. Because when I get my hands on him, and I will get my United States Championship on the greatest day of them all. Rusev Day.
Hey, look at that. Christmas falls on Rusev Day next week.
I'm going to call bullshit. Rusev Day does not fall on Christmas Day. You believe in Satan. Rusev Day is not a day.
According to Rusev, it is.
Well, Rusev's a dipshit.
It is a day, JP. Jeez.
No, it's not.
Just because you don't believe in it doesn't mean that nobody else does.
Oh, I'm going to hashtag a Sarah Logan day.
You
Oh,
would.
dear God.
Either that or hashtag push Sarah Logan.
I'm going to push a hashtag you're fired.
Ronnie, the day that Sarah Logan wins the title is the day that Glacier and Gilbert goes in the Hall of Fame.
There you go.
Which means that's not going to happen.
Even though I wanted to, damn it.
So I heard that Samoa Joe wants to apologize to me.
No, not really, Jeff. He's just saying
For the
that.
last few weeks, he's been trying to get under my skin, and some of the things he said about me and my demons were true. I've been weak. I've made mistakes, but that was then. This is now. I wake up every day and look at myself in the mirror, and I worship the fact that I am alive, well, and here. So bring it on, Joe. I don't want to just stand out here and listen to what you have to say. I want to hear this apology face to face.
Jeff Hardy needs to fix his earlobes.
Only way to fix that is the stitches.
Well, considering he had a screwdriver through him,
You know, forgive me for being a little skeptical, but from what we've seen in Samoa Joe's past, I'm having a little bit of a hard time believing this apology is truly coming.
Bobbit, Ryan wants to know what you want more, Asuka to main event WrestleMania or Gilbert in the Hall of Fame.
Oscar the main event WrestleMania.
She's not main eventing WrestleMania.
Jeff, I'm sorry, because this, my friend, this is no apology. No. You see, Jeff, I've been fortunate
Again,
to see you because this is something
Ronda and Charlotte are main eventing WrestleMania. Watch.
this.
JP, it was a question that I answered.
I understand that, but I'm just saying.
Look at me, Jeff.
So
I've known you a long time.
Gilbert will get into the Hall of Fame before Asuka main events,
And the entire WWE
which isn't happening.
are very worried because, let's face it, it's the holiday times, and a man in your fragile condition will can be really rough this time of year. We both know, Jeff, that eventually your demons, Jeff, they're going to come running right back, and they're going to start controlling you. And what? And what? In me? The more you remind me about my past, the more I remind myself that I'm never going back there.
Lies! I'm just kidding. I don't know. I hope you don't.
And me and my demons will see right through you. Yeah, delete, that's right. You attack people's weaknesses to cover up for your own insecurities, Joe.
Oh,
So
shit.
what demons are haunting you? Is it the fact you've been here for 2 years and you haven't won one championship?
Oh shit. Here we go.
Jeff Hardy won the world. Oh, wait a minute. That struck a chord. Let Samoa Joe twist of fate.
There's empty seats right in that front row.
And that's just telling me that Jeff Hardy's losing this feud.
Samoa Joe and turning his psychological warfare on its head. You gotta appreciate how Joe came out with the mental game.
Although I like the feud.
I have a feeling this is far from over. Samoa Joe is not gonna let this one go to rest easy. Joe will certainly be haunted by the actions of Jeff Hardy here tonight. Meanwhile, you gotta wonder if Daniel Bryan is in fact haunted by his decisions over the last few weeks. Mustafa Ali ready to step up, as is AJ Styles. Andrade Almas teams with the WWE champion Ryan Styles collide again tonight.
What's going on in the chat?
How you doing, Jacob? Been a while since we've seen you.
What's
here.
up, Jacob? How's it going?
And he's asking what match you would like to see main event Mania.
What?
You personally, yes.
Me personally? I would love to see Drew McIntyre versus AJ Styles, but that ain't happening. I would like it's probably gonna be Charlotte and Ronda Rousey. That's the most likely of main events. Of those that are champions now, who would I want to see? I would like to have seen AJ Styles win the title back and then have Randy Orton. Well, no. I'm going to back up and I'm going to tell you exactly what I wanted to happen, and that was Randy Orton versus John Cena at WrestleMania 35. No matter what anybody says, oh, boring John Cena, but you all don't understand that feud. It writes itself if you let it. They're underutilizing Randy Orton.
No, Merch, they still haven't done a women's Punjabi prison match.
Do you want them to?
No, but he's saying it's the only gimmick left to be the 3 stages of hell match.
It's been an RH show so far.
No, Aru. He said Charlotte and Ronda.
Charlotte and Ronda's probably main eventing, but the match that I want to see is John Cena versus Randy Orton, but that's not happening.
Hey, do y'all want a Sprite cranberry?
It's actually really good. Have you ever had it?
I have, and it's amazing.
It is. It's really good.
Ryan, I've heard that
I even
too,
like
but
the Canada Dry one.
What were you saying, Trek?
What, Trek?
Ryan was saying in the chat, supposedly Cena's movie schedule is really full and he might not be back for WrestleMania season. You know, I think he'll be in there somehow.
Yeah, he'll be in there somehow.
He'll take on The Undertaker.
Don't curse us with that, Ricky Bobby.
Don't put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. God damn it. God damn it, Bobby.
The fuck do they mean with that fucking sign?
What, awesome?
No. Where's the hot dog?
The guy wants a hot dog. He's probably thinking he's at a fucking baseball game or something. I don't know. I would have
hot dog is with the whale.
I would, if you could, create a sign at the fucking right across from him saying they're probably at the fucking concession stand, you idiot.
Everybody's waiting for
That's
no
what
way
somebody
to
should. That's what somebody should say next week. The hot dogs are at the concession stand.
Huh?
What? Wait, what?
Mr. McMahon is like Santa Claus, but better.
That was a good one too, Merge, when JP brought Gator to the car wash. I think there's actually 2 videos of that.
I brought Gator to the couch.
Car wash.
The car wash?
Yeah.
No, he's never really recorded well. He's usually much better when he knows he's not being recorded. But he does. You got a little taste of what he does? Oh, this is going to be Rusev and Lana. You want to bet me?
No, Rusev's already in a match tonight.
Is he?
Okay. Carmella
and R-Truth.
Oh, we're getting dance break, Bobbit.
Oh, Hell yeah. This show's getting better and better.
We are number 30, and I will respect them for your Rumble matches.
That's true.
And not only that,
Alpha, I'll DM you the links.
we're going to the WWE studio, the headquarters in Stamford, Connecticut. It's a cultural epic center. At this center. Very cool. And we're looking forward to this match with you and Maurice.
Oh no.
I actually like the pairing of Maurice and Mandy Rose. I mean, the closer this stands to her, you get some of that filter. Make it look like his abs. There you go. Oh, get out of here, old Tuck. You're just mad because this is a true A-lister. So, our truth that Carmel handpicked by Michigan fans to compete against Mandy Rose and Miz can prove himself here tonight. They got their hands down. I mean, listen, let me ask you a question. A very serious question. You were in a Medea
I think it's safe to say that Trickster's the Owatonga of the group.
their fans because they don't have nearly as many. Hold on, here's the cover. Shoulders down on Miz and a kick out. Are you kidding me? You have no idea what you're talking about, Corey. Oh! Miz original A-list, not top was realized A-list Miz. Make comparisons. Look, you got Carmella and Mandy Rose out here. It's like getting a look.
Okay, Alpha, check your DMs and Twitter. I sent them to you.
I don't care. Here we go. I don't care. They're flossing right now. Let them floss, baby. Stop. This is egregious. No one
Oh,
wants
for
to see
fuck's
this. I'm
sake.
pretty sure Carlin's gonna try to sue our truth too. The backpack kid sued the Fortnite guy. Everything's going south. He went for an A. Carlin was sued for a kick out in the face. And wait a minute. Skull-crushing finale from behind. Miz the cover and Miz picks up the win for his team.
What?
Mandy Rose making the ultimate sacrifice on behalf of her team. Not only is she God's greatest creation, she's a hell of a tag team partner as well. That was must see. That was oh God, she looked at me. Oh my God. I wonder if this is gonna get Mr. So impressive on the team. We'll see. That's gonna get impressively closer together. Go to the center with that. People that won Mixed Match Challenge just lost to Mandy Rose and R-Truth. And then she checked me out. Get a hold of yourself, man. Let's cycle back and talk about what happened last week. We talked about having some new faces, and there's one
I don't think this show can get any better.
revival here last week on SmackDown Live. It was simply an interruption to the WWE Champion, the new Daniel Bryan.
Jesus.
Oh, and Bryan didn't want to hear anything from Mustafa Ali. He said the old Daniel Bryan would fight. He would step up and he would compete. But it was Ali who brought the fight to the WWE Champion. These two would have their first time ever met on SmackDown Live, and it was a thrill. Absolutely incredible matchup. Mustafa
Really, Merge?
What
Pizza
did he,
shots.
what did he say?
Well, Arush just said, wait, Trek is sending someone dick pics. Oh my. And then Merch answered with, he might be sending pizza shots.
Oh, well, that happens.
David said one of his favorite moments was not a big moment, but it was when the Raw live reaction the night after Money in the Bank when he got to become a mod on Heather's channel and JP's.
He became a...
He's a mod on my channel as well as yours.
But I didn't... Are you talking about David?
Steve Wells, yeah.
Yeah.
He was a mod on my channel from the beginning, I thought.
Not from the beginning, no.
Okay, my bad.
Ah.
Well, I think he meant that he got to be on both channels with Heather adding him to hers.
Oh.
He said thank you for doing that.
You're welcome. You don't have to thank me for it. It's just I thank you for being a mod.
Oh.
I feel like before long we're gonna start singing the Golden Girls theme.
Thank you for being a friend.
Don't sing.
Owie, owie, leg cramp, owie, owie.
Johnny Merge wants to know how Biju's doing.
She's doing good.
Oh, my ex-girlfriend's dad came into work today.
Again?
That was nice. Yeah.
Did he call you a son of a bitch again?
Well, he yelled, you better check your toilets for upper deckers, and then he said they still can't get it completely cleaned out. Whatever I did must have been pretty good.
That's another moment when Baba told the story of the upper decker.
Oh God, we remember.
Yep, David, I remember that. During the Ravens versus Bengals game from September, it was on Heather's channel. Bobby was talking about Christmas songs, and JP dropped his phone and hurt his toe.
I'm sorry, I'm watching the video right now. Just give me a second. It's actually kind of funny. Mia Khalifa, Joy Ryan. She's slapping him. Oh, she's gonna make him do. She's gonna do the dick flip. Oh. Oh, he's gonna do the dick flip. So weird. Okay. I just seen Joey Ryan confronted Mia Khalifa at a wrestling event. Yeah. The dick flip was used.
Hey, Tony Brooks.
What's up, Anthony?
So this is interesting.
What?
They aired the same promo package for both shows.
Actually, Anthony, you've missed quite a bit. Asuka had a title defense and beat Naomi. Vince McMahon came out and told Charlotte and Becky Lynch to stop complaining.
Basically, get back in the line again.
Stop complaining and do something about what Ronda did.
Those a bitch.
Steaks and weights, baby. Steaks and weights, baby.
Merge, I think that was during Heather's show
What's that?
when Drew was humping the palm tree.
No, it wasn't. Are you sure? It might have been my. It might. No. Was it on a show? I thought it was just us hanging out.
No,
It was on Heather's channel.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah, because I made the joke about doing the Enzo Amore impression with the cactus.
Sure. Whatever. So I'm seeing the same, like Bob had said, I'm seeing the same vignettes that I'm seeing from last night. So maybe WWE's essentially trolling. If that makes sense.
I'm getting tired. I'm getting tired of that close up of EC3's ass.
I thought you were all about the
No,
man
you're
ass
not.
this year, Bubba.
You like it. You know it. You creep.
I keep telling you that man ass is going to save this company.
And the cactus, Brian.
I wouldn't say hungover there, Tony. It's more he was just overacting with his body movements. That's all that was.
Who?
Vince McMahon.
Vince.
What do you mean hungover? Vince don't drink.
No, Tony's saying that Vince looked like he was hungover.
Well, Jesus Christ, the guy's 74 fucking years old. Of course he's gonna look like he's fucking drunk half the time. It's not like he's a young spring chicken. And I think what he has done so far with this, everything he said he was gonna do, they've done so far. So I haven't seen them back out that they aren't going to give us what the fans want. So far, they have. They are giving us I haven't seen one match that's the same yet tonight. I don't think Asuka's ever faced Naomi.
Not in a singles match.
Not in a singles match. They've been tag team partners.
And they've come.
And who's the other match? There's only been like 2 matches though, hasn't there?
Tonight, yeah.
Or is it no 3?
Ascension. I don't know.
Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows. This will be a good tag team match. This should be a good tag team match.
Yeah. And also, Ryan, you gotta remember, at that time, Drew was drunk when he humped the palm tree.
He was very drunk.
He was on vacation in Florida.
That he was.
That's interesting. They're wearing Balor Club
Okay.
shirts.
Hold on a second.
Last week I watched you guys have a freaking rap battle. And the Good Brothers haven't been on SmackDown since August.
It's true.
That's 4 months. You're one of the legit greatest tag teams of the last decade.
That's
Have been on the sidelines.
that's true.
No more. It's time to clean the slate and clean house. Let's get paid, dude. Hey, hold on, man. Look, he ain't the reason why you two fell through the cracks.
I don't want the Usos to move for anybody.
That looks like they not turning around. With that being said, welcome to the old soul. Jimmy and Jay standing their ground. Dallas and Anderson up in their faces. We're going official here.
Ladies and gentlemen, the fan family has confirmed that the Usos versus Gallows and Anderson will start right now.
Great decision. Usos, Gallows, and Anderson next.
I like it. Another good match. Getting something new.
Oh man. Well, what I was gonna say is it's interesting that that those two was wearing Balor Club shirts.
What's that?
Interesting that Gallus Anderson's wearing Balor Club shirts.
Right.
Might not mean
What a flip
anything,
flop.
but still interesting.
Yeah. JD.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to watch that.
I have no interest in contest shows like that.
What's that?
A mess. The contest show that was just on TV for the commercial.
I don't give a shit. Not gonna lie.
Alright, you have to go to the chair. My arm is killing me. Hey Joe, how you doing?
What's up, Joe?
Hey, Joe.
To be honest with you guys, I'm starting to become a fan of Dancing with the Stars.
I was a fan of Dancing with the Stars too, but I just got so fucking tired of watching the same shit over and over again with them shows. It's just I'm tired of it now. Plus, that was another show. That was my mom's favorite too, so it's even harder for me to watch that show.
Yeah.
As you can see, the talk of Dancing with the Stars is putting me to sleep. And Johnny is legit sleeping.
Ryan, check your DMs on Twitter. I sent you the link to the show that we were talking about, Drew and the palm tree and the car and the cactus and everything.
Why don't you stop linking shit and start sending it to Heather? That would be the way to go. That way we don't have to do all this shit. You're doing it for us. Keep doing it.
Well, Ryan wanted to
That's
see
right.
it.
Earn your keep tonight, Trev.
No, I'm just saying, send these to Heather and we'll fucking clip them and we'll put them on the show. Yep. Damn. I seen that there was one that's already clipped and sent. Are you in my chat or is green across the board or?
I'm on my channel in your chat.
That's not what I
Mm.
Hold on.
Joe, man, I hope your night gets better, buddy.
What's the matter?
Joe
He said he'll DM us, but he's not doing too well.
Well, if it's still the same thing, man, we're still thinking about you. I hope, everything's going all right.
I kind of want that PSVR headset.
Yep. You were green was close.
Okay, I'm
Because I want it just for Borderlands.
I'm sorry?
I want to get one of those PSVRs for Borderlands too.
Okay.
There's an Arkham game for it too.
Okay.
How long have the VRs been around for, the device?
I don't know, since they've
Fuck
invented
if
them.
I know.
Since they invented it.
And thank you for subscribing to my channel there, Reddy.
As soon as we get the thing situated with the baby here, Heather will be back with her content. And I'll be off to the side actually dealing with the baby, which I'm okay with.
What daddy-daughter time?
Yeah, with daddy-daughter time. And then every now and then with mommy-daughter time.
Yeah, that's true, Ace. They've said that before, too, that it's cheaper than a scripted program.
What are you talking about?
The Ace in the chat said Dancing with the Stars is still on because it's cheaper than doing the scripted program, which is true.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also the fact that today's society requires more realism with shit, so they don't want the scripted stuff. They want reality TV. So you get reality competition shows instead. Or shit like
look,
I'm not gonna lie, the newest season that just came on, I was really fucking into, so I'm kind of excited to see. I'm kind of excited to see next season.
Okay. Fair enough.
Was that the one with the Dukes of Hazzard guy in it?
John Schneider.
John Schneider.
I don't watch many of the shows, on the major television networks, but I do watch Last Man Standing.
I've been meaning to check that out.
It's funny.
It's really good.
Yeah, it's definitely a good show about it.
And as a father of daughters, I get it.
Ace, they wanted to get rid of it. They wanted to give more time to Dance with the Stars, actually. They wanted to get rid of Monday Night Football plus the rating. I think, JP, didn't you say ratings for ABC have been going down with it anyway?
No, because they just moved it to ESPN.
Yeah.
Because ABC, it's all owned by Disney.
Yeah. Have a good night, Joe. Have a good time at work.
See you later, Joe. Stay up, man. Keep your head up, brother. I got your 6. Yeah, it's just they needed something for football, professional football on ESPN, so they moved it over there.
Yeah.
If they would have kept it on ABC, it probably would have been the same. It probably wouldn't have gotten any better. It wouldn't have gotten any worse. Because the NFL is NFL.
Mm-hmm.
And essentially, the people that they had doing the games on ABC, they all retired. Like, Al Michaels went to NBC because for some reason Al Michaels thinks he's a fucking god, which I can't stand listening to Al Michaels. He had one good fucking call, and that was the Miracle on Ice. And ever since then, they've considered... Fucking Pat Summerall is the end-all, be-all of a football announcer to me.
I agree.
I loved Pat Summerall. Pat Summerall was fucking amazing.
He and Madden were so good.
Yes. And then when Pat Summerall retired, if I had it my way, I wouldn't listen to any of the announcers. I do like Joe Buck. Joe Buck, I don't mind.
Chris Myers needs to stick with drag racing.
Chris Myers just needs to stop talking.
No, he needs to go back to NASCAR.
No, Chris Myers just needs to stop talking. The guy's annoying. But that's just me.
I actually liked him in the Hollywood Hotel.
I prefer him as the drag racing commentator because when it comes to drag racing, he actually knows what he's talking about. NASCAR,
Yeah.
he wasn't too good on.
Yeah. I don't give a shit about NASCAR or drag racing, so whatever.
Well, the more reason why you should want him to go back to either one.
Like I said, I don't care. I don't want to listen to him talk. I don't watch that shit, so I don't care. I will stream the Daytona 500. It'll probably be. I haven't decided yet. I've got to decide. Was it on my channel last year, or was it on yours, Bobbit?
It was on yours.
I think it might be on yours this year.
I'm okay with that.
I know you're okay with it.
It'll give me an excuse to buy a William Byron hat.
So streaming the Daytona 500 gives you a reason to buy a hat.
Yeah.
That makes no fucking sense.
It does to me.
That's like Trek's argument with the fucking Polar Express last night.
Speaking of that movie, that was on.
Huh? Say it again, Bobbit.
That movie was on earlier.
Yeah? Now, what were you saying, Ronnie? Or not?
The fuck?
Oh, it's Sanity just interfered in the match. See?
Off of a distraction with the bar.
And I understand that. But look at what they're doing. This is what Sanity does. This is what you want to see. Oh, wow. I think your new tag team champions are going to be Sanity. Look at them.
Question is, who's holding the title? Who's holding the titles? Is it Young and Dane, or is it Young and Wolf, or is it Dane and Wolf?
I think it's going to be the New Day type deal thing.
Yep. The Freebird rule.
The Freebird rule. Huh. Ronnie, for some reason, you were frozen. What were you saying when Baba was talking? I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay. I was saying that with what happened last night when you started going off with Bobbit about the NASCAR, I said, oh, no, now Bobbit's going to leave the stream.
Oh, shit.
Tony said Anthony Brooks said in the chat, there are two teams in his opinion that deserve a title shot, Sanity and Good Brothers.
Oh, no. Fucking Shinsuke is burying fucking Rusev right now.
Tony, that would be a good way to make things fresh, switch stuff up. He said the two teams that deserve title shots are Sanity and the Good Brothers.
That's pretty funny.
I agree, Aru.
What's that?
Tony said, "Is this WWE or porno?" And Aru said, "Both, man, both."
No, it was just Shinsuke Nakamura making fun of fucking Rusev.
I know.
I thought it was funny.
Oh yeah.
Bobbitt was laughing.
Yeah. Why the world title is done on Shinsuke, I will never know.
I'm sorry?
Why the world title is not on Shinsuke, I will never know.
I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question.
I have no idea what it means, Tony, bro. I mean, they've been integrating 205 Live guys on fucking Raw and SmackDown for the past month and a half now. So I have no idea what it means for any of them.
He does, David. I agree.
Hey, I hope you're moving to a new apartment. Yeah, it's pretty stressful. This music isn't supposed to relax me, though.
Maybe you mellow out a bit if you got Geico to help you with some rental insurance.
Wow. Geico helps with renter's insurance. Good to know.
Yeah, they can save you a lot of money.
Wow.
Exactly, Merge.
Philippines. You guys are fired.
Get to know Geico and see how much you can save.
Did Corey Graves say that Mustafa Ali is a full-time participant on SmackDown Live?
Maybe.
I'm not sure.
Why Society just tweeted me, which you can DM me, dude. You don't have to tweet me all the time. DM me and said that Mustafa Ali is now a full-time member of SmackDown Live. So he must be over the 205 limit.
Must be, which that's a stupid weight requirement anyway.
It's a stupid way to what?
Weight requirement.
It's a stupid weight requirement anyway.
I know. I don't like the weight requirement thing anyway. That's why I don't like the name of the show, 205 Live.
And that title used to be 220 and under.
Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
Because cruiserweight's actually in if I remember correctly, are step below the heavyweights, and they're like what is it, 200 to 220? 200 to 219 or 220 is the weight limit or something like that. I don't remember. I could be wrong.
Ooh, they might show the midgets during that.
Because here's the thing: you look at the way New Japan does it. They give the opportunity. If you look at the Young Bucks, they were the junior heavyweight tag team champions for the longest time, which is ultimately a cruiserweight tag team title belt. they said to themselves, we are going to the big leagues, which is the heavyweight division. And they're still not 220 pounds. So you can integrate the cruiserweights as long as they feel that they are good enough to wrestle with the heavyweights. Oh no. Which is going to be recorded. Shane McMahon is going to be the guest on the Miz TV next week. Shinsuke Nakamura and Rusev are battling for the United States title next week. Not tonight. Next week. Jeff Hardy is taking on Samoa Joe next week. No, he's going to open up a fucking bottle in the middle of the fucking ring, fucking Corey Graves. Jesus Christ. He just said, can he fucking erase it? Can he stop his demons? Come on.
Night, Ryan. You have a good night, buddy.
What's that?
Ryan's going to bed.
Fuck.
We gonna take a look back at 2018's most unforgettable moments. Featuring John Cena, Roman Reigns, Braun Strowman, Becky Lynch, and so many, many more, baby. Some prepare your body for this and so much more. But make sure to always remember to have a very, very happy holiday.
I can't remember the name of it, but I'll probably watch it. Well, this is the main event. Right?
Yeah. Go ahead.
If you're gonna answer a question, why don't you ask the question so the entire panel can answer the question?
No, I was just saying the Mustafa Ali news is confirmed now.
The Mustafa Ali what?
That he's a permanent member of SmackDown now.
I already said that. I just asked if. I just needed a confirmation. I just needed a yes or no. I didn't need you to repeat what I said.
Oh, okay. I thought you were asking. I'm sorry.
I just needed I needed somebody to confirm it for me.
Fickle.
Tadpole.
Tony, I agree. That's not a bad idea.
So Selena Vega just tweeted out, "Aw, Paige, so sorry to hear you are not the SmackDown Live general manager anymore."
Yeah.
I mean, you couldn't even make it playing yourself in your own movie, so I didn't exactly have high hopes for you. It's okay, though. I made the movie Fighting with My Family great. There's going to be something that goes on between them two. That's how they're going to integrate Paige.
Yeah.
No, you're not. What is this? Fucking Mockingjay? You fucking idiot. What?
Be right back.
Yeah, I DM'd him.
That gives you life. And the people of Fresno, California are the guiltiest of all. You see, these people are proud of themselves. They probably don't know the stats, but here's a true fact. The city of Fresno ranks #1 in pollution in the state of California. Numbers don't lie. Shame! 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 I don't know how Jersey nasty must have felt.
This is so boring. This is get the title off of this guy.
Self-education is the only kind of education there is. And for people like me and Isaac, that may work. But you people, you wouldn't know wisdom if it was pumped full of GMOs and handed to you through a drive-through window. Well, for the people of Fresno, California, do not try self-education because you will fail. To be honest, clearly, you failed already. But luckily for you, you have somebody to show you the way. You have somebody to teach you how to live. And here he is, your WWE champion, the new Daniel Bryan.
Can he please stop? Can they please stop calling him that? Can they just call him fucking Daniel Bryan? Because that's what he is. There's nothing new about him. They did this as a heel. This is him essentially as a heel from the last time he was a heel. That's all it is.
Well, gentlemen, again, it is a fresh start tonight here for SmackDown Live. And while Andrade Cien Almas is a relatively new face here in WWE, he is looking for new opportunities. I do want to bring up a tweet that Selena Vega sent out earlier, throwing some shade at our former general manager Paige, who did so much for SmackDown Live, said, "So sorry you aren't here anymore. You couldn't even make it play yourself in your own movie." Really classy on there. First from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in 182 pounds, Mustafa Ali! Chi-Town in the house. I was so excited to see this dude. He actually used to train with one of my buddies in Chicago, Doug. He said he's never had a student who had more heart than Mustafa Ali.
That is so annoying.
Mustafa Ali is actually visible from outer space right now.
What is he? It's a cross between fucking Iron Man and Sub-Zero.
SmackDown Live roster. What do you think of his matchup against the WWE champion, the new Daniel Bryan, last week? Had to impress the McMahon family. Styles has unfinished business with the new Daniel Bryan. Big battle in tag team action with Ali and Almas. Next.
Next on a double-sided season finale.
He hurts my eyes. I'm gonna suffer the pain.
Okay. Oh, she opened her eyes. She's watching you. Look at her. My daughter, Wendy. She'll open her eyes and then as Heather looks down at her, she closes them. Kind of funny. The fuck is crap?
Temptation Island.
Oh my god. It's
Better known as Cold Sore Island.
It's tempting me not to watch the show.
That's pretty much what it is.
Basically, it's an island full of children who are not ready for a relationship.
It's true.
I know.
So what do you guys think of the show so far?
Pretty good.
I'm enjoying it personally. I'm getting ready to plug my computer in here too, so if you hear anything.
Trexter, are you there? I'm looking at your seniors.
You went to go jerk off.
Huh?
You went to go jerk it.
Okay.
But I mean, since it started, I mean, we've gotten possible storyline that's going to progress with Joe and Hardy. You've got the tag team with Sanity reappearing.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on? Like you just read that tweet with Paige. What they're going to end up doing with her? If they're going, how they're going to integrate her back in.
Right.
So I mean, I think this one progressed a little bit more than Raw did. I mean, there's more wrestling on this one too, but I do think that this one has a little bit, especially with what's coming up next week. This coming up next week looks a little bit better than what people were saying with Raw.
Yes. But then again, you have to let the show play out. Just because of what people said happened, let's see how the matches go.
Yeah.
Because you're just getting spoilers. I mean, I can understand people being upset with a certain finish, and I'm not going to give that away, but at least they're being utilized in properly.
Right. I mean, we had Asuka with Naomi, which was, like everybody said, new and fresh, and then you're getting Shinsuke coming back next week to wrestle, so they're integrating him back into the shows now.
Right.
And depending upon, I guess, what happens with this match, what happens with like Mustafa Ali and what they're up doing with him on the road.
I honestly think it's going to be more AJ Styles, Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, I'm just saying with Mustafa, what way they're going to go with him. Are they going to push him more towards going after Shinsuke? Or are they going to let him linger like they did with Ty Dillinger?
Right.
So it's like, how are they going to get him interactive with the other ones? And are they going to put him into a title picture?
Who, Mustafa Ali?
Yes.
Hell no. They're just using him as a... Wait, I wouldn't. I wouldn't put him in the title picture. He hasn't done anything to deserve a title shot.
Well, like last week, he went against Daniel Bryan. Now this week, he's in the match again as a tag team. So are they going to push him more with Daniel Bryan, or are they going to push him towards maybe going after Shinsuke?
No, they're going to push him going...
Using him for whatever reason.
It's going to be him and Andrade seeing all this. You're going to get more Daniel Bryan I don't think the Daniel Bryan should have ended. We'll see, but I don't think they better not put Mustafa Ali in a title picture, because that's not fair to Andrade Cien Almas. That's not fair to Ty Dillinger. I mean, good God, they've been there a lot longer than Mustafa Ali has. You see what I mean? I just don't see that happening.
Yeah, well, they weren't pushing those guys before with Andre and Ty Dillinger, but now it just seems kind of odd that, I mean, Mustafa Ali's been on here, what, twice? He's already been in a title picture. Now he's in a tag team with the champion again.
Well, Mustafa was not in a title match. He just had a match against Daniel Bryan.
No, she's talking about the Cruiserweight.
Oh.
I wouldn't, but I don't consider the Cruiserweight Championship a main title.
That's mid-card at best.
Yeah. I mean, they could go with him with the Shinsuke route. They could do that as well.
They're going Rusev and Shinsuke.
Yeah, well, I mean, I know they're using Rusev now, but
if anything, it should be Andrade Cien Almas.
Well, I believe somebody put in the chat, and it wasn't that far back, they asked if Almas was already in contention for that.
Not now, but sooner or later, yes.
Somebody's making Are we hungry, little girl?
I mean, don't be surprised if they, Jeff Hardy doesn't jump into the main title picture.
For one last title run before his retirement, yeah, I could see it.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're just using Mustafa Ali because of his ability, his in-ring ability. He brings a good match. And it's new and fresh, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I think, if anything, they're going to start in a little feud with him and Andrade Cien Almas.
Yeah, it was the merge. He says, isn't Almas due a title shot?
Fuck no, what has he done?
Yeah.
What has he done? I mean, I didn't mean to cut you off, but what has he done? What has he done to deserve a title shot? He hasn't beaten anybody.
Well, didn't he had, at one point I knew he had a match, I guess it was against AJ, because AJ had the title at that time, but then he lost that one, and then he hasn't been seen. I mean, it's been a couple weeks since we've actually seen him.
I personally am not a fan of Andrade Cien Almas. I don't see the appeal. Again, I don't like the lucha style. I'm not a fan of it. So I that's just me though. But he hasn't beaten anybody to deserve a title shot. And neither is Mustafa Ali. So I mean, Andrade's got to start beating. If he wants a title shot, he's got to beat the likes of an AJ Styles. He's got to beat the Jeff Hardys. He can't just automatically, because he had a 5-star match supposedly with Gargano, he deserves a title shot. That to me doesn't justify shit. That was in NXT. That wasn't on the main roster. He hasn't had a quality match yet.
Right, so, I understand that. I know he hasn't been on TV in a while to even compete. So, yeah. I mean, depending upon if they're going to continue keeping him off TV and using him sparingly, then...
Well, again, with this change...
Yeah.
You got to start using him before he gets a title shot. Oh, I would have just straight up drop kicked him. Just drop kick him through the rope. There it is. AJ Styles did it.
And then, of course, you've got Miz out there in limbo still of what they're going to do with him. I mean, tonight they teamed him up with Mandy Rose.
Well, and again, and I said it Thursday or Friday. No, Johnny wasn't there Friday.
No.
I said it last week, I think, when I said what's sad is it's going to take them a while to build Miz up because they ruined that feud between him and Daniel Bryan. They tried igniting it using Daniel Bryan as a heel and the Miz as a face. It don't work. They should have put the Money in the Bank on the Miz. They ruined it when they put it on Braun Strowman. And, yeah, you've seen what happened. Now they're stuck in the debacle that they're in.
Yeah. Plus, you got Miz pandering over to Shane McMahon.
They've got him.
Yeah, and
they've got him in comedy spots.
Or whatever they're trying to do.
It's the new Chuck and Billy spots.
Pretty much. They got him in comedy spots, which is sad.
Yeah.
Because I do agree with Johnny that The Miz is better than what they're booking him as right now. Now, with this change, are they going to change that? I don't know. But Mandy Rose is not a face. She is a heel. So is The Miz a heel, or what the fuck is going on? So The Miz is still in limbo. I don't know what they're doing with it.
David, I don't think Daniels is coming to WWE. I think they said he's not a fan of them.
Okay. Again, Trek, what's the question? So everybody can answer.
Oh, sorry. David was telling me he heard that SCU Kaz and Scorpio Sky's contracts from Ring of Honor are all up at the end of the year, and that Christopher Daniels will work their January TV tapings, though. But I think I thought I heard that all of them have signed new contracts, pretty much.
No. Not from what I've heard. And for people to for anyone to say, and I've never heard Christopher Daniels say he never wants to come to WWE. And even if he did say it, it's really, come on, everybody and their brother wants to go to WWE. And for people to sit there and say, well, they said this, and that, yeah, they say that.
Yeah.
But do they really mean it?
No, I know what you mean. What I had heard was that he had bad dealings with WWE in the past or something.
What better way to go to WWE and prove him wrong?
Yeah.
Right?
I agree. Yeah, I agree with that.
One second, I'll get the room set up for you.
Bring her here. I'll hold her so she doesn't lose her complete shit.
Roar. Hi.
Come here. Oh. Hi, baby girl.
Well, there's our Wendy appearance.
Yeah.
Wendy.
She smells like poop. Yeah.
Anthony, some of the house shows can be really fun.
It's been changing your diaper.
We'll see what they do, though. I mean, you got to remember, this is week 1 of the supposed change. And I do say supposed because I am skeptical, but change doesn't happen overnight.
Yeah, it's gonna take time.
And they've given us a better show tonight than they have the past couple weeks.
Actually, SmackDown actually has been pretty decent. It's Raw that has been really fucking bad.
Yeah.
Now, Raw was better last Monday, but it wasn't that much better. What made it better was the Seth Rollins promo. Because that then invoked, and I told everybody then that then is going probably bring Vince McMahon out, and what is he gonna do? So, and he showed up, and they saying we're done with this. They're not done with the brand split, but the McMahons are running both shows.
Right.
In a sense, Vince McMahon is admitting failure publicly. That's his way. I think this is his way of admitting failure, and he's moving on. He's gonna start fresh and new, and they're trying. Like I said, it's not gonna happen overnight. Should be counting.
He said it last night. We have to change with the times.
Yes.
All right.
Oh no. That should be hurting your back, not your face.
I was going to say, that would be wrenching your back like that.
Your back and knees. Nope. Baby's losing her collective shit.
Because we're hungry.
Jesus Christ. Always crying about something.
First it was a dirty butt, and now she's hungry.
Wish I could eat as much as you do.
Not really, because it's just liquid. Maybe that's about satisfying.
No, the way it smells, I would not want to eat that shit. Hey! Hey! Shit! Trying to do a show here.
There, put a cork in it.
No shit.
She's giving her input too.
Her input is I'm hungry. It has nothing to do with the damn show.
So Tony Brooke in the chat asked, "What do we think is?"
What?
So Tony Brooke in the chat asked, "What we think is the most painful submission?"
The what?
The most painful submission.
What's the most painful submission? In real life?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never been in one. The one that Daniel Bryan just had on Mustafa Ali.
He just says, "What do we think is the most painful one?" Period.
The one that Daniel Bryan just had on Mustafa Ali. I honestly don't know.
Looking at me all angry.
Figure 4 leg lock hurts like a motherfucker.
That's
I'll
what
tell you
I
that
was gonna
much.
say.
It's the most basic of moves, but it is very fucking painful.
Yeah.
Isn't just making a mess of yourself right now, honey?
Calf crusher.
That's another painful one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh.
That heel hook last week was vicious. Yeah, it was.
Oh, stop.
I don't think any one of them are fucking not painful, to be honest with you.
Ronda's armbar is vicious.
Yes. Her legit armbar is vicious. Andrade Cien Almas was going for that DDT.
That calf crusher hurts like a motherfucker.
Whoops, Mustafa Ali fucking flubbed. I think he might have just ruined his opportunity. Nice recovery, though. But that isn't the way that I would have done that move.
I know, girl. I know. You just got it all over yourself.
God damn, this kid complains more than I do.
That's how we know she's yours.
Shut up.
Tony, you talk about the yes lock.
The yes lock?
He said he's looking for the yes knee, but I don't know if he means the yes lock.
He doesn't call it the yes lock anymore.
Yeah, I was gonna say he calls it the label lock.
It's called the label lock, actually.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
For the 054, he's gonna miss though. Oh, Andrade Cien Almas is gonna catch him. Phenomenal forearm.
Hold on.
Interesting.
Oh, there he just pinned the champion.
Yeah, and your point being what? With the help of AJ Styles.
True, but like I said, it's just very interesting that they've brought him up, and he's now had this match. He's had the match with Daniel Bryan.
But that's the first match he's won.
Right,
Ronnie, that's the first match he's won. With the help of AJ Styles. Now, that being said, if he comes out and beats Daniel Bryan on his own, that's a different story. But he's got to be Daniel Bryan on his own.
Well, that's why I'm wondering if now that's what they're going to do. Okay, you won this match, you pinned him, we're going to give you
They're teasing you. This is WWE teasing you.
Well, we'll see after the holiday what they do with him.
That is true. This could also invoke a feud between AJ Styles and Mustafa Ali. AJ Styles turning heel because of jealousy. He can't beat Daniel Bryan, so he's going to turn on Mustafa Ali, and then they're going to start a feud. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. Good match.
Mm-hmm. That it was. I mean, all the matches tonight.
They've been not all of them have been decent. I mean, I would say that probably Asuka Naomi could have been a little better. It was a little sloppy, but then again, let's think about this. They just threw that match together. Them two have never worked together, as far as I know.
Not in a singles match again.
So, yeah. So, I mean, all in all, it was a decent show. Okay show. I'm not going to call it a decent show because a decent show means it was good. It was okay.
had its moments where
it had its moments where it was the subtle changes, fresher matches. Let's see what they do next week. They're probably going to get the same thing next week because, again, it's a tape show and they have to build upon storylines. But we'll see. We'll see. Bobbitt, what did you think? Good talk. Ronnie, what did you think?
Like I said earlier, I mean, with everything that we got tonight, what they said yesterday, it's on that path and on the track to what they said they're going to do. So let's see what they do after the first of the year and see how these storylines progress. Because I don't think there was really much to wrap up on this show than there was on Raw. I mean, I think the AJ and Daniel Bryan kind of wrapped up at TLC.
Right.
And they really didn't have anything with Shinsuke. I think Mysterio and Orton are done with. I mean, I think that pretty much got wrapped up at TLC. So this is pretty much more of might be an easier reset, like we've been saying, because there wasn't much lingering.
Right.
Well, not only that, SmackDown has always been the better show as of the past 30 months.
I mean, you might get like a couple of, you might still get the Randy Orton Rey Mysterio match at Royal Rumble, because they're going to have the 2 Royal Rumble matches, and then they're probably going to have a couple of title matches. They're going to have title matches, and then there might be one match or so where they just, and it might be,
that could be saved for Samoa Joe or Jeff Hardy.
That too. We'll see.
And, of course, we didn't get Shinsuke at TLC, and more than likely he'll be at Rumble.
Well, of course he's going to be at Rumble. He'll be in the Royal Rumble match. I guarantee it. I don't think he'll win it, but he'll be in the Royal Rumble match. But we'll see. Bobbitt, are you still here? Good talk. Johnny.
Yes.
Thanks for being here. I knew you couldn't stay away, man.
Oh no, it's no problem.
Now you're going to be. When do you go live? I know you're not going tonight, but you go live Wednesday.
Yes.
Thursday.
No, not Thursday.
Friday.
Friday, yes.
Saturday.
Yep.
And Sunday.
Yeah.
Okay. So Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and probably Monday and Tuesday. He'll be going live on his Twitch channel where he does gaming streams. Go check him out. I personally don't watch him, but Heather says they're fun. So go check him out. And Ronnie has said they're fun. And Trek, I don't know if he's ever been there, but I take everything Trek says with a grain of salt. So I'm just kidding. That being said, I have to get over to the Sideline Study podcast because we have the show to do over there. I want to thank everybody for being here. We'll see you next week. In fact, we'll see you Thursday for part 2 of the Austin versus McMahon feud. Yay. And then we'll see you the following the next night, Friday, doing This Week in Wrestling on Bobbitt's channel, where we're going to book the women's division through WrestleMania. We're going to try to. Probably won't get through the whole month or the whole booking, but we're going to try.
Right.
And we can go for a while because it is Friday and there's nobody that goes live, I don't think, on Friday except for Joe, and that's at
like
11 o'clock. So we could go for a little bit and we can talk about, and I know Johnny's streaming, so I don't want to keep him too long, but we'll do our best to try and book out through WrestleMania with the women's division. That being said, I want to thank everybody for being here again. Y'all have a great night, and I will talk to you Thursday night. Have a good night.